Thank you so much. I'm happy you got value from the class. I wanted to add something. I was in a class today and the man said something. For you to be able to effectively manage your cash flow as a business owner, then you must get your personal finance right. Why some people are having issues with cash flow management in their businesses, because even personally they don't have financial management. Some people do not even know their average earnings, they don't know their average expense, they don't know their average income. When you ask them what your average earnings, money shall come in, you will spend. So that kind of person running a business, what did you expect? So as somebody attending this class today, after now, you need to take your personal finance seriously, because the thing is, if you cannot manage your financial life, even if every other thing is working well, it will not take much time that thing will catch up with. It will be obvious that you are actually not getting it right at that point. I would just want like two people to say something about what you've learned today in today's class.
What I really learned, it doesn't matter, maybe you're doing a physical business, like I'm into writing services and other academical stuff. And before this class, I had to start like, okay, recording my expenses, my income, and also my savings. So this class also opened my eyes that it's important we take track of our personal finance, accounting of our personal money to know if we are making money or not. And also to track our expenses, important for us to track our expenses. Most especially when you emphasize on having a client that has like 30% of your business that you said can cause crisis. I really learned a lot that we should diversify. Thank you very much.
Mr. David, thank you so much. I hope you take that home.
Good evening, everyone. So I must say that I've really learned a lot. And one major take home I am taking home is that in everything you do, planning is very important. You have to plan how you spend your cash. You have to plan how to save. Saving for the rainy days is very important. I listen to people and they're like, when money comes in, we just spend it. And then when it is now the rainy day, they don't have anything to fall back to. So, and I also learned that if you are someone that is buying things on credit, and when the money now eventually comes in, that you should not delay any payments because it can run down the business. Because people, it is easier for them to borrow, but returning back the money, it's very hard. It's a very hard thing for them to do. So maintaining all these things, planning especially, that's one thing. We have to plan. We have to plan how we spend our cash, how we use them. Because without planning, as the money comes in, we just misuse them. And at the end of the day, there's no financial achievement that we can write for. So thank you very much, sir. I really, really gained a lot. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'm glad that you gained something.
Okay, now I'm going to be taking just 3 questions.
What can we do when inflation affects our budget, as we are experiencing in Nigeria today? Yeah, one of the essence of budget is like budget is not static, budget is not rigid. In situation like this, what we advise flexible budget. In which case you constantly update your budget. For instance, if I budget at the cost of goods. Let's use the bag of rice, for instance. I'm buying the bag of rice for cooking. I buy it maybe last month, 75,000. And I budgeted, I'm going to buy 2 bags this month, 150,000, and now it's about 100,000. So I will have to adjust my budget for the coming month. That instead of 150, that 2 bags now will be maybe a budget for 210. That budget will now help me to go back to adjust my pricing. Maybe I used to sell it for like 200 naira. Because of this, now I go and adjust my budgeted income, from 200 to maybe to 250 because the cost of materials has increased. So without that budget, even the inflation situation become more terrible. But with your budget, which is flexible, as new information comes in, you make adjustment accordingly. So that help you with your pricing because it's what to buy that you will sell. So yeah, it still help. Without the budget, it become worse. But with the budget, which is flexible, I've always said it when I teach on budget, that budget is not a rigid instrument. It's a flexible something, because as you get new information, you update your budget. So it's not a static instrument. I hope I've answered that. Thank you. Is there a template for the cash flow budget we can get from the lecture? Adjusting a budget too often can be stressful to me. How can we control that? Thank you, Mr. Michael. What you can do, simple Excel can help. If you have your template, I mean, you can even get online, Google budget template. You will get an Excel template. And Excel, you know, there's a way you can manipulate it that, okay, if my cost of good is X naira, my sales, my price will be X times 1.3, which means I'm charging 30% on my cost of sales. So the moment your cost of sales change, all the other parameters will change. So Excel can do that. If you are using notebook, it will be a little bit tedious. You can even download Excel on your phone and do this. You just punch one figure and every other thing, could adjust itself, especially if you know how to set it up very well. Excel worksheet can do that for you easily.
All right, this has to be my most interesting class so far. Like Daddy said, we are having our master class coming up. The goal is we are not doing the same thing we did in this year. We want to get our financial game right, especially in our businesses. Do you get? If your business is doing well, one side, if you are now able to manage the income and the outflows, that's another thing, meaning that you're ready to scale your business. So with everything we've learned on this free class, I want you to start utilizing it, then start preparing for the master class, because like I said, you are not doing the same thing in the coming year.